Let me know if like I'm too close, too far away, whatnot.
Kuski here with the Morgantown Ice Arena. West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the Towson Tigers. These two teams played head-to-head last night. West Virginia coming away with the 3-1 victory. I've got a new color commentator with me here today. West Virginia defenseman and scorer of 2 goals yesterday, Max Hedges, is in the booth for today's game. How's it going, Max?
You know, not too bad. My shoulder's a little sore, but, you know, it comes with playing. But, yeah, excited for the game today. We had a long streak last night. We got 60-something shots, I think 50-something shots. Look for more of the same today. Hopefully the boys can capitalize a little bit more. I'm excited what we can do.
And we're getting ready to go underway here. And the puck is dropped. Cosgrove wins the draw, and it goes back for Barros, who swings it along for Gukin. Gukin bouncing one off the boards, and it's picked back up by Cosgrove. Cosgrove swings it along, and Barros goes up the boards, and he finds Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf trying to play it along, but it's picked off by the Tigers. And now a battle for the puck at center ice gets swung around the boards, where it will be collected by Gukin. Gukin looking to go up the boards, and a battle for it in the near corner, kicks free, and goes back around where it's collected by Towson. Tigers trying to bank one into the zone, but an early penalty is called, and interference coming up. And it will be a West Virginia power play just 32 seconds into the game. Max, I know you guys worked hard on the power play and the special teams in general in practice this week. What did you think? What did you like and dislike from your power play in the first game?
Well, yesterday with the puck around pretty good. We got some good shots on net. It's early season, so the more work we get on, the better. And then this is another opportunity to get some more power play time.
West Virginia taking on their first power play of the game. Up at the blue line with it now is Gukin. Gukin swings it down low, and it's controlled there and sent down around behind. Mountaineers looking to swing it out in front. They get it out in front there, and a good chance, but it's patted aside. And a rebound try, and that one blocked off as well. And now controlled around behind, nearly turned over. But West Virginia retains possession with Beaversdorf, and they get it back up to the blue line. That pass there blocked off and sent back into the zone by Cosgrove, and the puck gets dumped down. Played aside by Longo and picked back up now by Gukin. Gukin works it ahead, and his pass attempt goes just a bit too far for Hintmeyer, and it's picked back up now by the Tigers. Towson backhanding one along, and Avalone leaves it off for it to be picked up by Murphy. Murphy plays one ahead. There it's taken by Jukas. Jukas with a shot, and that one blocked off, never got through. Murphy on the near wall goes up for Morris. Morris sends it down low for Judas, and Judas backhands one up where it's collected by Morris at the blue line. Morris swings it back down for Avalone, and Avalone sends it down low where it's picked up by Judas. Judas swinging it around the boards for Jukas. And now Jukas goes back for Judas, trying to get out in front, and he gets taken down, and the Tigers will clear.
Yeah, that was a good chance there. The power play is winding down, but some good opportunities for the boys, looking good.
West Virginia from their defensive zone. They still got 12 seconds left trying to set something up. And that puck dumped in and goes down where Towson will collect. The Tigers now bring it out of the zone, and they've got a good opportunity here. The Tigers bring it into the offensive zone. A load on the breakaway, and a shot on Longo gets patted aside, and the net off its moorings.
There's times in games when your goalie to bail you out, and that's one of those times.
17:23 to go in period number one. A shotless power play there for West Virginia.
Yeah, Quinn, just a little breakdown there on the point by the defenseman, the forward, a little miscommunication. We're moving the lines around tonight, so guys playing with different players, but that's a breakdown the Mountaineers cannot afford to have.
Jukas losing control of the puck there. He goes down to the ice, and the Tigers retain possession. Towson working it ahead, and there it's picked up by Morris. Morris tries to step by, unable to do so, but now it's taken by Ventura. Ventura swings it over to Stokes. Stokes trying to go up the boards, and now it gets sent around. Tigers bringing it through center ice, and they try to work it ahead. There it's picked off by Hickey, and now collected and sent ahead by Ventura. Ventura collects there off the mishandle by Eisel, but now taken back by the Tigers, and they work it into the offensive end, where Hickey intercepts and looks to play it along. Now battle for the puck along the near wall, kicks free behind the net where it's collected by Hickey. Hickey plays one off the glass, and that one banks high and goes all the way down to be collected by Towson in their defensive zone.
Yeah, a little pretty physical game so far. Last night was pretty physical. It looks more the same today.
Towson now working it into the neutral ice where West Virginia intercepts. West Virginia trying to get some sustained offense here. Hickey from his defensive end. He'll dump it in cross corner where it'll go down and around.
By Hickey there.
West Virginia from the defensive end. With it now is Gukin. Gukin goes across where it's taken by Barros, and Barros is dumped down the ice, is intercepted. Now forechecked by Beaversdorf. That puck played off the glass. Cosgrove passes along, and with it now is Beaversdorf. He takes a shot, and that one patted aside. Maybe a rebound chance here. And Jugas' shot blocked off out in front, never getting through. That puck going all the way down for what will be an icing, touched up by West Virginia.
Yeah, early on here, Quinn, all I can see is both teams are trading chances. Both teams are playing hard. They're playing the body here. Looks like it's going to be a fun game to watch and probably a fun game to play in.
Towson with it from their defensive end. They swing it down the boards, and it's picked up now by Morris. Morris passing ahead, and that one brought into the zone. And now it goes down low for a backhand drive from Beaversdorf, and that one gets blocked off, and the zone is cleared. That one clips up in to the netting and out of play.
Yeah, the Mountaineers just need to keep focusing on getting that puck in deep. They're working it pretty well down low, getting good opportunities there, but they just got to watch the breakdowns. The breakdowns in the neutral zone, breakdowns 3 foot on either side of the blue line. Those are killers, and that's they've had a couple of those so far.
Towson with it around behind their own net. They look to swing it around the boards. Solid physical play there from West Virginia, and it's picked up by Morris at neutral ice. Morris swings it ahead for Ventura, who goes around the boards. Evans looking to win the race to it, but unable to do so. And now it's pinched off at the blue line. Chicatano coming together, trying to gain possession of it here. Now a few players getting rough right near the blue line. No one seeming to be able to find that puck. Finally, Towson does from their defensive zone. Now both teams battling one another for possession. Right along that far wall, it kicks free from Morris, who takes a shot, and that one's sticked aside, where it's now collected by Ventura. Ventura turns it over to the Tigers, and Towson brings it ahead. Towson bringing it through center ice, looking to duck by Chicatano. Nearly does so successfully, but well defended there. But Morris turns it over. Now it's loose out in front. Towson trying to set one up in the slot, but that pass goes awry, and they have to retreat back to center. Towson now from neutral ice. And West Virginia forecheck forces them to retreat once again. And that one comes all the way back to be collected by Hickey. Hickey's backhand pass down the boards gets intercepted, but Hickey grabs one right back. And now another pass attempt along the boards. This one now picked up by Avalone. Avalone swings it ahead, and it's picked up there by Stokes, who backhands one along to be picked up there by Viernway. A good job there by Avalone to duck what could have been a big hit. And now Hickey with it once more. Hickey hands it off for Stokes. Stokes comes in and he sends it down and around, and Stokes levels a man, picking up right where he left off last game.
You know, I've been saying Jeff is like a halfback out there. You know, he gets hit, but he keeps on going. You know. Towson now lugging it through center ice, and that one comes around the boards where Stokes will pick it up. A few players collide along the boards, and a penalty upcoming. And the call is a slash. We'll see who on. Yeah, a little penalty kill here for the Mountaineers. See how the penalty kill looks. We did a lot of practice this week on that. With the two teams trading opportunities in the power play, and special teams is where games are usually won and lost. So it's a big test for the boys today.
West Virginia on the penalty kill. That shot there gets blockered aside and now goes around the boards to be recollected and sent back down low. Gookin now cranks one up along the boards, and that one flies up out of play for a stoppage.
Hey, that's not a bad play at all from Gookin there. In that type of situation here, they're getting control of the puck there, and they're moving around. All you need to do is get a whistle, get fresh legs out there. So that's actually a good play from Gookin right there.
West Virginia with a defensive zone draw. This one going to take place on the blocker side of Longo. Murphy on the draw for West Virginia. Face-off leads to a battle along the wall immediately, where it's picked up by Towson. Towson swings it around the boards, and it's collected up at the blue line. The Tigers playing with the puck along the blue line, looking for space to work it in down low. A toe drag there, and that one poke checked aside by Morris. And now it goes back around the boards, where the Tigers will look to set something up out in front. Tigers work their way back up to the blue line. Fake shot there. That one poke checked aside by Beversdorf. And Towson takes it back up at the blue line. They go with a cross-ice pass as they're still looking for that shooting lane, with 20 ticks to go on the power play. That shot patted aside by Longo, comes back up to the point where it's collected by the Tigers once more. That shot there goes wide, and that one rings around the boards. The Tigers get it at the blue line again. Towson working it down low. This one intercepted by Shikatano. He gets it out as far as center, and that will bring it back to even strength for West Virginia.
And Towson did a very good job there on that power play. Move the puck around. They got some good chances here. WVU's going to limit the penalties and get really more aggressive than the penalty kill. They look to stop that power play.
Now on the puck is Judas. Judas trying to get it through center ice, and that one intercepted and taken back by the Tigers. Towson sends one off the boards. That one intercepted by Ventura. And Ventura looking to work his way into the zone, but the puck ripped off of his stick, and it's eventually taken back by Morris. Now Ventura back with it. He tries to play it along for Evans. And that puck going all the way down behind the Towson net, where the Tigers collect. Chip in there by Judas. Clips up into the netting and out of play for a face-off.
Well, halfway through the first, looks pretty even to me, Quinn. It's a physical game, a lot more physical than last night from what I see. I think that's Townsend's MO right now. Try to hit us as much as possible, get on their heads, and see if they can keep getting on the power play.
On the puck now is Stokes. Stokes' chip in, gets deflected aside, and eventually makes its way into the zone. Towson has it now from behind their own net. Mountaineers setting up their forecheck, almost getting a turnover there, but away go the Tigers. Towson into the offensive end. They ring it around the boards. Now it's picked up by Stokes. Stokes plays it ahead, and a missed pass there from Judas, but Stokes regains possession for the West Virginia Mountaineers. That puck chipped up along the boards. Stokes backhands it along, and it's now picked up by Evans. Evans brings it into the zone. He drops one off for Ventura. Ventura trying to step by, but it's played away by the Tigers. And Towson now escapes their defensive end and gets it as far as center. Stokes trying to send it back into the zone. It's collected now and handed off to Hickey. Hickey tries to get by one and winds up knocking his man down to the ice, but losing possession to the Tigers are the Mountaineers. Now a battle for it right behind the Towson net. Both teams jabbing away at it. It kicks free to be picked up by Barros. Barros sends it around the boards, where it's taken now by Avalone. Avalone swings it further around the boards looking for Virenway, but it's picked up by Towson. Now a pass attempt out in front gets blocked off, never getting through to Avalone, and it'll go all the way down for what will be an icing.
Some tired legs out for Towson right here. Hopefully WVU can take advantage of here. Get to the face-off quick, not let them change. Limit their time. They can catch their breath for Townsend and get plugging away.
Face-off in the West Virginia offensive zone. On the draw is Cosgrove. Cosgrove wins it back for Gookin. Gookin blockers one down, and he sends it into the zone where it's picked up now by Jukas. Jukas backhands one up to the blue line for Barrows. Barrows goes back down for him. Now it's taken along the boards by Towson, but a good effort there from Barrows to keep it in the zone, but it doesn't stay in for long. Gukin now from his own blue line, passing one along, and Barrows backhands one back into the West Virginia offensive end. Towson looking to escape their zone, and now with it is Cosgrove with a chance, and that one saved by the Towson netminder.
Golden opportunity for Cosgrove there. That's the player you want to have the opportunity there. He's a sniper, he's a goal scorer, but that goalie, quick with the glove there, good save by him.
7:17 to go in period number one. Cosgrove just robbed on what was the best scoring opportunity of the game for West Virginia thus far. Murphy on the draw in the West Virginia offensive end. Towson struggling to make some changes.
I don't know what the call is there. I don't know why Townsend's allowed to change. We're going to have to ask the coaches about what the call was there, because Townsend should not be allowed to change on that face-off there.
Now West Virginia looking to pass one out in front. Pass gets deflected, goes all the way down where Longo will settle it and lay it off now for Shikatano. Shikatano twists one along. Morris lost it in his skates, and a pass out in front, but Morris blocks that one off, and another try to get it out in front. This one played aside by Murphy. Morris with it now behind the net. He swings it around the boards, but it's taken back by Towson. On the puck now is Beversdorf. Beversdorf looking for space, and he's able to get by a couple and level a man up at the blue line. And Shikatano swings it around the boards, back for Beversdorf. Beversdorf trying to slip by one, winds up losing possession of the puck, and it comes back free where it's set up now for Hickey. Hickey passing one up the boards, trying to get to it there is Hintmeyer. Now it's picked up by Beversdorf. Beversdorf goes cross ice, but intercepted by the Tigers, and now taken in neutral territory by the Mountaineers. From behind the net now, the Tigers control. They pass it up ahead to center ice, where it's taken now by Ventura. Ventura swings it around the boards, and the Tigers pick it back up from their defensive end. Mountaineers trying to poke one along, but the Tigers are able to regain possession. Up to the blue line for a shot from Hickey. It takes a couple of deflections, but kicks wide. Judas and Ventura battling for it along the boards, but Towson takes it and swings it back around to be taken by Hintmeyer. Hintmeyer's shot deflected again, but again it goes wide. Judas sends it back around the boards for Ventura, who sets it up out in front, but Evans' shot deflects aside.
Ventura's found a knack in that slot zone. He's been around most of the goals the past 2 weeks, right in that slot there, causing havoc.
Towson working it into the offensive end. Well defended there by Hickey. He gets a little bit of help from Evans. Now the pass out in front. Hickey kicks that one away and knocks it aside. And now the puck in the near corner. Those teams battle for it. It comes around behind, and a delayed penalty upcoming to the Mountaineers. I believe it's Stokes going to the box.
Power play opportunity for Townsend again. They worked it pretty well last time. Hopefully Mountaineers found a way to make adjustments on the penalty kill, be a little more aggressive, not so passive. The MO on the penalty kill, you got to apply pressure where you can, and pick and choose. If you don't, open ice is there.
Penalty kill coming up for West Virginia. 4:46 to go in period number one. Game still tied at zeros, and Towson controls at the blue line. That pass from the Tigers goes awry, and they have to retreat back to center. Now Jukas able to intercept the puck and look to work it out in front. Perhaps a shorthanded opportunity there for West Virginia. Towson able to regain possession. Towson looking to work it ahead into the offensive zone. They do that successfully, but it's taken back by West Virginia. And now the puck skitters cross ice, where it's picked back up by the Tigers. Towson's pass intercepted by Beversdorf, and he's off on a breakaway. Short-handed chance for West Virginia, and there's a shot, and it's patted aside. Towson with it around behind. They're going ahead, both sides making changes as we hit the halfway point of this power play. That pass there intercepted by Morris. And Morris just dumps it into the zone and retreats back to play defense. Towson working it through center ice now. It's lugged into the offensive end. Solid play there from Beversdorf, and it comes back free for a shot for the blue line. That one deflects up and out of play.
Good play by one of the twins there. Also I get confused which is who because they literally identical. But that was a great play there. Intercept that puck, go on that breakaway. Would have capitalized on awesome, but nonetheless a great play.
Murphy on the face-off for West Virginia. It's won by the Tigers. Towson's pass there blocked off by Murphy, and that one skips back out to center. The 25 to go in the Tiger power play. Murphy applying the forecheck. That one gets played high off the glass, and it's taken by West Virginia. And now with it are the Tigers. Towson trying to work their way up to center ice. That one comes down where it's taken by Longo, and Longo backhands one around behind the net. On it now is Morris. We are back to even strength. Morris tries to step by and turns it over to Towson, but the Tigers enter offsides, and there's the whistle.
This is a tight game right now, Quinn. Both teams are getting their opportunities where they can. Mountaineers got a puck go down defensively on the breakout there. It's killer when you turn over the puck over 3 feet from the blue line. That's the golden rule right there, and that happened right there. I think where Mountaineers got lucky, it was offside play. That's an Auburn rush going the other way.
And definitely the story for both teams right now, cut down on turnovers. Both teams getting their best opportunities of the game off of poorly timed passes and mishandles of the puck.
I think that's testament to the type of pressure these teams putting on each other. It's a physical game. Guys get a little nervous on the puck when you know you're going to get hit.
Now Judas brings it into the zone. His shot gets blocked off, and Towson has it in the defensive zone. Towson works it through center, and they pass it out in front of the slot, and the backhand try goes up over the net. Both teams battle for possession. It's taken now by Barros. Barros' pass gets all the way across there for Judas. Judas works into the zone, and his shot gets blocked aside. Rebound comes free, but no other Mountaineers in the area. 2 minutes to go in the first. That pass comes free to be taken by Barros. Barros' shot winds up in the padding of the netminder and held.
Good keep there by a fellow Max Barros. He did a good job there in some of that pass. I forward got behind him, but he looked at that pass lane, accepted, got a nice little scoring chance for the Mountaineers there.
On the draw now in the offensive zone is Virenway for West Virginia. Virenway's face-off win is played aside, and now a chance out in front. Both teams jabbing for possession there. And it comes free and out to center ice where it's taken by Hickey. Hickey chips one off the glass. Now Virenway back applying pressure. Both teams scraping at the boards, and finally it comes free where it's sent around by Hintmeyer. Virenway attempting to get possession, and Avalone trying to get involved. But now it's chipped up along the boards where it goes around behind. Both teams scrapping for it along behind the net. Now it kicks free for Avalone. Avalone steps by one and can't get it out as far as neutral ice. Now with that one coming in up high on Longo, he'll cover it all.
Smart play by Longo there to cover up the puck. The Mountaineers getting a little tired there. Nice to get some fresh legs out there with a minute left to play it safe.
Scoreline remaining 0-0 here in period number one. Mountaineers leading handedly on the shot board, 10-4. That one gloved down by Morris, and a chance out in front. That one somehow popped through the pile of bodies nearly onto Longo, but he sticks it aside. Beversdorf bringing it into the zone now, and he'll send it around down low. There he goes after it. Now it goes up to the blue line for Shikatano, whose shot gets deflected and into the glove and held.
Middle left here. These are important times in the end of each period. You go middle left. You don't want to make a mistake. You want to pressure their team. You can whatever you do, it carries on momentum in the next period. Whether you get score or you score, it's a big opportunity for each team.
West Virginia with an offensive zone draw. That puck battled for and taken now by Jukas. Jukas sets it up for Shikatano. Shikatano goes back for Jukas. Jukas steps by and he takes a shot, and that one blocked off. And due to the delayed offsides with 5 left in period number 1. And both teams will let that one go, and that will be the end of 1. So Max, we're scoreless after 1, but West Virginia leads handedly on the shot board 11-4. What do you like and dislike from both sides here in that period?
I think both sides did a good job there keeping pressure on each other. I mean, it's a physical game. Not a lot of people have a lot of time to move the puck, make a smart play. So, each team got to be quicker on their thought process, and decision making. But I do want to say, Mountaineers are leading 11-4 in shots, but the chances are pretty even, and that's what really matters. The Mountaineers got to take advantage of the shots they're taking, but maybe get better play shots. Really get in there in the dirty zone and not take shots from the perimeter, because those are easy to save. Those are easy to stop. It's the ones in the end zone, the ones. But nonetheless, it's a tie game. And we'll see what the Mountaineers can do next period.
For Quinn Kuski alongside of Max Hedges, will return for the start of period number 2 at Morgantown Ice Arena on the West Virginia Hockey Network. And we're back for the start of the second period. Quinn Kuski here alongside of Max Hedges, captain and defenseman for the West Virginia Mountaineers, out today with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, let's see if the Mountaineers can get a good start here in the second period. The beginning and end of every period is really important. Really about the momentum. Really sets a tone.
Now Towson bringing it through center ice, and they look to work it into the West Virginia zone. That one dumped down and picked up now by Barrows. Barrows sends it around the boards, and it's taken by West Virginia. That pass goes cross ice, but a bit out of the reach there of Jukas, and that one played away. Jukas comes in and collects the puck, offsides, and a stoppage in play. Face-off won there by the Tigers, and Towson has it from their defensive end. Able to step by Beaversdorf there, and is brought into the zone where Shikatano will go around to collect. Shikatano sends it around the boards, but it's taken back by the Tigers. Now both teams come together where it's battled for and pulled away around behind. Now both teams battle for it behind Longo, and it kicks free to be taken by the Tigers. Their pass attempt to send it out in front gets blocked off, and West Virginia collects it from their defensive end. Turned over by West Virginia and back into the possession of the Tigers. Only momentarily, though, as Shikatano lays it off for Morris. Morris sets it up for Beaversdorf, and now it goes ahead to be taken by Murphy. Murphy trying to set up Hintmeyer, but that pass doesn't go. And now a good defensive play there by Hintmeyer. Hintmeyer takes a shot, rebound try, and it goes wide.
Great opportunity there by Hintmeyer and Evans. Great play, great head of the play, but you got to capitalize on that when you get those opportunities. Just in a game like this, it's 0-0.
Now Towson brings one down low right into the trapper of Longo, and he'll hold for a draw.
It's those opportunities you really got to capitalize. It's 0-0. The team's kind of in the lull. Haven't really capitalized on much. A lot of shots from perimeter, and those are the ones to get. But it's a good sign that the Mountaineers getting those opportunities early in the period.
Defensive zone draw now for West Virginia. That one went off to the side, and Stokes unable to get to it. Going around behind the net, both teams battle, and it comes away for Ventura. Ventura passing one cross ice, and that pass intercepted there by the Tigers and dumped back in by Evans. Evans sends it around the boards. Both teams come together, and it gets ranged back around where it's picked back up by Towson. And a massive hit behind the net. Judas lays his man out. Tigers defenseman, after taking that monster shot, working his way over to the bench.
Yeah, I think the ref saw, good hit by Judas. I didn't really see it, personally, but I think what the ref saw, maybe he left his feet a little bit, which is a big no-no when they're getting hit. But nonetheless, big hit. Going to send a message to the other team, but it looks like Mountaineers going to be on the penalty kill.
There was a big hit there, Max, but at the same time, while a massive hit completely clean, Judas didn't leave his skates to go into that hit, just leveled his man in open ice right to the chest and took him out behind the net.
Yeah, it's hard to say if it was clean or not. I didn't really see it. It's really up to the referee, but more like it's clean. Judas is a good hitter. He usually hits clean. Sorry, a little tongue twister there, but nonetheless, Mountaineers going to be on the penalty kill. These opportunities you can't really give the other team, especially in a game like this. But whether it's unfair or fair, the team's going to have to figure it out.
It looks like penalties being assigned to both sides. My guess would be, Max, that it's probably not the hit that's leading to the penalties, but the confrontation that Judas had with one of the Towson defensemen after the whistle had blown.
More than likely, that's probably what it is. Referees really don't like stuff that happens after the whistle. So they're really trying to cut down on that type of stuff because that's where a lot of injuries happen. So, yeah, like you said, more than likely the competition after the hit drew the penalties, but it's even 2-2. Some more open space here, 4-4. Look for some scoring opportunities from both sides here. You know, get some open eyes, get some speed, and it's fun to watch. So I'm excited for this.
Towson looking to play it around the boards. West Virginia intercepts, and now they look to get it out in front. Hintmeyer stepping by one, working his way around the ice, and now he sets it up to the blue line for Gookin. Gookin plays it across, and a shot there from Burrows. That one blockered aside. Cosgrove goes after it. That one now picked back up by Gookin. Gookin goes down low for Cosgrove. Cosgrove deflects it. Hintmeyer with a try, and that one deflects away. Cosgrove swoops in and keeps possession for West Virginia. Gookin winds up and lets a blast go. That one into the trapper and held for a draw.
Gookin does a really good job on the point there. He takes a look. He makes his good shot placement. He did a really good job on that fake shot. They opened up some space over for his deep partner to take a shot. Just keep getting pucks on that is all I can say for the Mountaineers right now. It's got a minute 15 left on this 4-4. More score opportunities to come.
West Virginia going with the Beaversdorf Twins on the 4-on-4. Now it gets dropped off for Chickatano, and Beaversdorf with a shot from the slot, and that one goes wide. Ringing around the boards, picked up by Morris, who loses an edge and turns it over to the Tigers. Towson with it right near the blue line. That pass goes across, chipped up high, and it skips its way back out of the zone. Chickatano collects and leaves it off for Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf steps in, makes a move by one, and drops it off. Chickatano sends it around the boards, but that one picked off by the Tigers, and they'll look to escape their defensive end. Good back check there from the Twins. They regain possession for West Virginia. Maybe a little bit of a hold there, no call. And West Virginia works it in. Morris steps by, and he gets taken down. Tripping call upcoming. A great move there by Morris to draw the call.
Good job by Morris to use his feet there, draw a penalty there. Hey, speed kills in the hockey, and if you can move your feet, make the other team make a mistake, like trip you, that's an awesome play. And I'll also say Morris, he did fumble the puck there on the blue line there earlier in the play, but he did a good job to recover, keep that puck in deep. So good on him, good shift on him.
West Virginia going to get to take advantage of a 4-on-3 here. Max, you were talking about the 4-on-4 having a lot of open ice, even more now as there's one less player on. 4-on-3, a lot of room for some West Virginia speed.
The only problem with the 4-on-3 is you don't really practice that in practice because these opportunities are pretty rare, so you don't really want to spend too much time on that. So it's going to be interesting. It'll be guys in positions they're not really used to, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch and fun to play in.
That puck goes into the near corner, taken by West Virginia momentarily, and now it kicks free. Jukas mishandles, but it's taken by Cosgrove. Cosgrove cycling around. Now he goes across from Gookin. Gookin passing in front, looking for Jukas. Jukas unable to get to it, and it goes free and all the way down. And now we'll go to 5-on-4.
Yeah, 5-on-4 here, Quinn. This is big time for the Mountaineers here. We're approaching the halfway point here. Got to get a scoring opportunity, get a scoring chance here.
Now Gookin works it into the zone. He twists it back up to the blue line for Cosgrove. Cosgrove goes back down low for Gookin. Gookin tries to poke one along, and now it's ripped free but taken by Jukas. Jukas plays one out for Gookin. Gookin goes cross eyes. He wanted Hintmeyer, but that pass deflected aside. Hintmeyer has it now. He goes back down low for Jukas, and Hintmeyer takes it right back. Jukas along the near wall with a shot and hit the post! Hintmeyer catches iron with that one, and it comes free to be taken by Longo.
Hey, they call it the goalie's best friend for a reason there, Quinn. You know, saved by the post by there. Oh.
Shorthanded try possibly here. And West Virginia able to regain possession. And they'll leave it off for Avalone, who will bring it out of the zone. Now it goes cross ice into space. Beaversdorf brings it into the zone. They leave it off. And a shot there, and that one gloved aside. Rebound try. Kicks all the way out to the blue line where it's taken by Morris. Morris goes over for Avalone, and Morris takes it back. Morris winds up in that one, blockered aside. Beaversdorf gets to it. He goes back for Morris, who can't receive the pass. And that one will go all the way down for Longo.
Penalty's now over here, Quint, but that was a good job by the Mountaineers. They got a lot of good scoring opportunities. They didn't convert, but that should be carrying on for momentum later on in the period.
The puck kicks free and banked off the glass. That one goes cross ice where it's taken by Beaversdorf. That shot deflected out in front, and a good chance there for Hintmeyer. Hintmeyer cycles around with it.
Towson looks tired right now. The Mountaineers have to keep the pressure up. Do not let up, because this is a time where you can pot one here real quick.
Now up to the point for Beaversdorf. He plays it off to his brother. With it there is Morris. Morris's pass intercepted. Morris collects it and has to retreat back to center, and we go back to even strength. Morris battling his way through a double team, and he leaves it off where it's taken now by Towson. From neutral territory, rebound out in front, and it goes around behind the net where it's taken there by Ventura. Ventura plays it along. It's picked up now by the Tigers, and they get it into the offensive end. Towson fakes a shot, and now they shoot it. Longo pads that one aside. And the puck works its way around the zone to get flicked out, and possibly a breakaway. Aaron Ventura's in by himself. Alex Ventura with the shot. He fanned on it. Didn't get all of that when he wants that opportunity back.
Ventura did a perfect job getting in behind the D there. He saw the forwards and D changing for Towson, hopped in there. Great pass by Juice there, but this ice gets roughed in between the periods. He had it. He probably thought a little too much on it, but he's a kid who's going to get another opportunity again here in the next couple of games, or not this game, and I know he will convert.
Towson with it off the draw. They play it cross ice, and it goes into the Mountaineer defensive end where the Mountaineers gain possession. That one played around the boards, and West Virginia looks to work it ahead. That pass collected there by Avalone, but he's unable to stay with it. And it goes back to West Virginia's defensive zone where they bank it off the boards, and it kicks free to center to be taken by Towson. Few bodies collide. West Virginia gains possession of the puck. And now a pass up through center and into the offensive zone. Taken there by Baptiste Virenway. He shoots it across the net mouth. No one there to collect it. And now losing the puck is Barros, and away go the Tigers. Towson looking for a passing lane out in front. They get the pass they want and score on the 2-on-1. The Tigers go up 1-0.
That was a good play by Towson. Chipped the puck behind the defenseman going. They noticed that the defenseman, the weak side defenseman, the Mountaineers were changing. He was slow to get back because he was changing, and they took advantage of that. It's that blue lines or a killer on either end, in your own zone and offensive zone. You turn over the puck there, it's not usually going to end up good.
West Virginia now trailing 1-0, even though they lead by 10 on the shot board. And Cosgrove wins the draw back, and it's taken now by Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf with a shot right into the glove and held by the Tigers netminder.
Now the last thing you want the Mountaineers to do here, if you're Shane, you want to tell your boys here not to freak out and to calm down. You're still in the game. You got 11 minutes left in the second period. You got a lot of time here left. It's not even the halfway point. Don't take your opportunities too quickly. Be patient and wait for the good time.
Looking to set something up now. It's Cosgrove with a toe drag shot, and that hits the post. Another shot there, and that one covered up. West Virginia hit iron twice now in this period.
Yeah, the frustration's building for the boys here, and that's okay. They got to learn. It's early in the season. This is a good test for them. They got to learn that sometimes the puck's not going to bounce your way. It's going to bounce the other team's way. You just got to fight through it and grind it out. Try to get a win here. They're more than double the shots against Towson, which is good, but it's these opportunities they have to convert on. Unfortunately, Towson has converted on their opportunities. It's time for the Mountaineers to do that the same.
West Virginia now with an offensive zone draw. Murphy tries to take a shot off that face-off, and that one covered up will go right back to the face-off circle. Murphy wins that one into the slot for a chance there, but unable to pull the trigger is Beaversdorf, and the Tigers take over. Towson sends it around the boards. Morris able to play it back into the zone from his knees. And now it's gloved down and taken in by Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf fanning on that shot, and he gets taken down from behind. And now it's backhanded around to be picked up by Hintmeyer. Hintmeyer trying to work it up to the point, and he does so, but Chicatano unable to collect it, and it goes all the way down where the Tigers take over. Tigers trying to work one out in front, and a player runs over Longo. And now it comes free for Hintmeyer. Hintmeyer waiting for help. Hintmeyer trying to send it across the net mouth. He had a man on the back door, but unable to get it to Murphy. Now it goes into the zone. West Virginia flipping one ahead. Goes all the way into the near corner. The Tigers will be the first ones to it. Hintmeyer applying the forecheck. Beaversdorf with a solid hit along the wall. And now it goes into the zone, but it pops right back out to center. But away comes Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf shot that one blocked off out in front, never got through. Evans trying to set one up out in front, no one there for him. And away go the Tigers. Towson through center ice, ducking by the hit of Stokes, and the Tigers bring it into the offensive end. A solid hit there from Hickey and Stokes along the boards, and it rings around the wall to be collected by the Mountaineers. West Virginia getting it across center ice and now into the zone. Judas looking for opportunity. Now a pass out in front, and a sharp angle shot there attempted by Ventura. That one blocked aside. And now a cross-ice pass intercepted by Towson, and they bring it ahead for what could be a breakaway. The Tigers with a backhand shot, that one patted aside and into the corner it goes, where both teams battle for it, and West Virginia comes away. Ventura ducks by one with a little spin move there, but unable to get back to the puck. And now it's taken by Judas. Judas soccers that one along, and it's picked back up by the Tigers, and they bring it ahead. Towson into the zone. Ventura able to collect it off the turnover, but goes right back to the Tigers. Evans in it on the puck, and he swings it around for Jukas. Jukas back gets it out to center ice, where it's collected back by Towson. Now it gets banked off the boards. Trying to break on it there was Jukas. He's unable to win the race to it. The Tigers from their defensive end play it all the way down, and a stretch pass might lead to an opportunity and a shot, and that one goes wide.
I think the Mountaineers just need to take a deep breath there. Realize they're still in the game. Yeah, you know, it looks like they're holding their sticks here a little tighter here. They're making a little more rash decisions here, but that's okay. They got to calm down. They're still in this game.
Jukas blocked off that long shot pass there, but unable to gain possession. Towson comes away, and they bring it into the offensive end. Jukas forks that one along for Viernway. Viernway poked it along the boards, but lost possession of it. And now around behind is picked up by the Tigers. Jukas puts a spin move, tries to duck, but Viernway with a chance, and that one goes wide. West Virginia dumps it back into the zone. Tigers get to it first. Now Towson trying to work it out of their end. They do so successfully, but a big hit there from Beaversdorf, and a man stays down, and will have a stoppage for the injury.
That was good hit by one of the Twins there, but it's never good to see someone hurt. You know, hockey's a fun game, but it's also a dangerous game sometimes, and you know, never good to see a fellow player on the ice.
There's another example of a clean hit, but a really awkward fall there from number 3 on the Tigers, and it just kind of went into those boards awkwardly, real slow to get up, but up under his own power, definitely something you want to see.
No, definitely. It's those 3 feet again. 3 feet is a kind of golden rule in hockey, but 3 feet away from the boards, you get hit. You kind of land awkward in those positions. That's when it gets kind of dangerous. You can hit your arm, hit your head, but it looks like number 3's good. He's good to go. Might be a little shaken up, but good to see he got up on his own power there.
West Virginia down 1-0 on the scoreboard, up 21-3 in the shot count, or 21-8, I apologize. And it's picked up by the Mountaineers at neutral ice. West Virginia flips in, and that one skips. I'll go to the rebound, try to score! Beaversdorf puts it home off the misplay from Towson, and it's 1-1.
It's those greasy goals you need to get at this point in the game. When it's not bouncing your way, you got to force yourself in there, and that's what one of the Twins did. They crashed the net. The goalie had no idea where the puck is, and that's what you need right now. Nothing pretty, nothing fancy, but a good goal.
And just a little dump-in play there. It wasn't even, I don't even think that was intended to wind up on frame. Kind of took an awkward bounce right before it got to the crease. caught the goalie off guard. He misplays it. It bounces right to the stick of Beversdorf, and he pots it home 1-1.
That's what happens when you work hard and get to the net. Good things happen. It's never a bad thing to get pucks on net and get to the net.
Towson trying to work it out of the zone. They don't do that successfully. A shot through traffic deflected just wide. Towson once again trying to escape their zone. That one intercepted by Ventura and now flipped it to the blue line for a shot. That one deflects around and now pounded off the boards and free by the Tigers. They get it out as far as center ice. West Virginia sends it back in. That puck going all the way down. No icing here. So Longo comes out to settle it down for Gukin. Gukin from his defensive zone. He plays a long pass, and that one collected by Ventura. Ventura puts on the brakes, and now he sends it around the boards where it'll be collected by Hintmeyer. Hintmeyer slips by one with a sharp angle shot, and that one also clips off the top crossbar there. And now another shot through traffic, deflected in front, and a good glove save by Towson.
Yeah, definitely good save there by that goalie. You know, I don't know how those goalies do it. Hey, when the puck gets moving, I'm a defenseman. I hate it. I get a little scared. I get a little confused. I don't know the puck to the bounce, so good save by him.
Offensive zone draw here for West Virginia. Murphy on the faceoff. It's taken by Towson, and they control from their defensive end. Now intercepted, taken by Beversdorf. And that one backhanded along and taken away by the Tigers. Towson looking to work their way in. That backhand try shut down by Longo, and now it rings around the board. Now that played off the boards, collected nicely there by Hintmeyer. His pass across the chance, and they score! West Virginia goal. First twin gets a goal, and now the other twins got one. It's 2-1.
Like I said, that goal that might open the floodgates for the boys. You get the puck in once, it's going to come again soon. So good to see the puck moving. It looked like Mountaineers just grinding down Towson now. They have no answer right now for the Mountaineers. 2-1, still a close game. They can't let the gas up. So happy to see what I'm seeing on the ice right now, though.
The Twins score in pairs, and West Virginia takes the 2-1 lead here in the second period.
I mean, they're identical, right? So that means one kid does one thing, the other kid's going to do the same. So let's hopefully that's going to hold true for the rest of the year.
I'm just hoping there's a little friendly competition on the bench this season to see which one of them gets more goals. Now the Tigers work it out through to center ice, and it's intercepted by West Virginia. Away goes Jukas. Jukas hops off one hit, and now it's taken by Cosgrove. Cosgrove works his way to the slot for a shot, and that one goes wide. That puck kicks free and is picked back up by the Tigers. Towson with a shot, and that one patted aside. Now the Tigers able to force a turnover, and they take another shot. That one into the pads of Longo and kicks into the corner. Towson from that corner now. Along the far wall, they send it back around the boards, and now look to work it up into the slot. Solid defensive play there by Jukas, winds up forcing the turnover, but the Tigers recollect and send it back around the boards where it's taken by the Towson Tigers. Now that puck goes in on Longo. He pops the glove down on it. He'll hold for the draw.
Towson looks like they're trying to get a response out of their team here. They kept the pocket pressure, and it's pretty good on them. But hey, the Mountaineers got to keep trucking away, keep plugging away, keep at the pressure. More goals are going to come. Don't let the gas up. Don't think you're safe here with just one goal lead. It doesn't mean anything. They have to keep going here.
Defensive zone draw here for the Mountaineers, and they'll win it for Avalon. Avalon looking to play it ahead, but now the puck goes back around behind, where Gukin takes his man out of the play. Both teams battle for it behind the net now. 2-on-2 battle. Evans and Gukin in it for West Virginia, and they'll win it. Gukin plays it ahead, looking for Ventura. That doesn't work. Towson tries to chip one on frame, and it goes wide. Now back around behind again it goes. Ventura with a great play there to get free, and now he plays it ahead for Judas. Judas trying to go back for Ventura, but that pass off the mark, and a penalty upcoming, and I believe a West Virginia power play. And things getting a bit out of hand here. Two players, Ventura without a helmet, and number 3 for the Tigers, who was injured and out of the game earlier, coming back in and getting scrappy.
Hey, hockey's an emotional game. It's fun to play, and it gets all your emotions in it. But you got to be smart about things like this. It looked like the Mountaineers were up on the penalty, and hopefully, it looks like they're going to take one of the Mountaineers too. So maybe a squatter power play opportunity, but who knows? Either way, this is a big time for the Mountaineers. See what we're going to do here. This is time whether you're going to let up or keep going. So you're up by 1 goal. You got 3 minutes left in the second period. It's closing on in the second period. This is where time you can take advantage of the momentum swings.
Now, what'll be interesting here, Max, is before all of this happened, West Virginia was about to go on the power play. So will these penalties offset and West Virginia still gets a power play out of all this? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's really up to the referees. I don't know what go through his referee's head. I'm not a referee. That's why I kind of stay away from all that stuff. They can really make a call whatever the hell they want, but whatever the heck they want. The only thing I could say is you got to have a game situation awareness. You see the penalty goes up. The ref's got the hand up. You see your own goalie going to your bench. That means do not do anything. Let your team get on the power play. I know it's hard not to sometimes, especially in a close game like this. That's frustrating and things aren't really going your way. But now you're finally up by 1 goal. You're going to get another penalty. Get another power play. Take advantage of that. But it's early in the season. These are mistakes you would rather make right now than later on in the season.
The only kind of hint we have right now towards whether or not West Virginia could be getting a power play, the puck currently sits in the West Virginia offensive zone on the blocker side of the Tigers netminder, but doesn't mean too much. That puck can be moved pretty easily, and the referees try to figure out what they're going to do.
Yeah, I think maybe we should hire an on-staff referee for questions like this here, because I'm not going to lie to you, I barely know the rules of hockey. I just kind of show up and play. So I don't know whether that's a good thing about me or not, but I really have no idea what's going to happen.
Perhaps we need like a Mike Pereira or someone like that on this broadcast, kind of break down our rules.
Exactly. We're going to ask Todd if there's room in the budget for that. Maybe WVU can give us some more money for club sports, but looks like we're still up by 1, which is huge. Probably offsetting penalties here. Huge opportunity here. You get one here, you plot one here, it's going to go a long way for the rest of the game.
So West Virginia getting that 5-on-4 power play after all. Face-off won by the Tigers, and they'll win it all the way down to the West Virginia defensive zone. And now the Mountaineers will try to break in. They do that successfully. They bring it in with a sharp angle shot, and that one rings around the boards and all the way back out. And that Max, that's the danger of that shot from out wide. You miss it wide, and it winds up going around the boards and back out.
Power play is about taking high percentage shots. You want to take your time and be patient and wait for it. If you're too quick, you're going to break it up for the other team, and now there's an icing. Face-off is on the Mountaineers' end. I know the emotions are high in this game. It's kind of a frustrating game. We're up here, but the rule of thumb, power play, take your time, be patient, because if you're not, you're gonna make a mistake.
West Virginia now with a defensive zone draw. 1.5 minutes to go here in their power play. It's one back for Gookin. Gookin working it through the defensive end. Now he passes off, and it's played ahead and lugged into the zone by Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf puts on the brakes. He goes back for Gookin, and now the other Beaversdorf plays it. He goes around behind for Cosgrove. Cosgrove sets up Beaversdorf, and Beaversdorf walks out in front with a sharp angle try, and he can't stuff it home. Now the puck goes all the way down, and Longo will settle it, and it's collected by Beaversdorf. Now it's worked ahead and lugged into the zone by Hintmeyer. I apologize, that's Cosgrove. Cosgrove tried to drop it off for Hintmeyer, but he mishandles it, and it goes all the way down. Now Morris trying to get away from the Towson forecheck. 25 to go in the West Virginia power play. It's played ahead for Murphy, who chips it along, gloves it to himself, and now he gets knocked off the puck, and a battle ensues. Puck comes free. Jukas unable to find it, and that puck hits a stick off of the bench, and a stoppage with 10 to go in the Mountaineer power play. 1:42 left in period number 2.
Yeah, not a lot of opportunities on that power play, but that's okay. They control most of the puck there, most of the time on attack there. So not horrible. You know, you definitely want to see a better opportunity to score, but hey, you know, not much more you can ask from the boys.
Neutral zone draw here for West Virginia. And that one kicks right up back into the bench. 2 seconds tick off, and we'll go back to the circle.
I'm not sure if the bench thought we were down by one, but there's only four players lined up in that last face-off.
Face-off taken now by West Virginia. And they'll bring it into the zone. A slap shot there, and it's right in the rebound, and another chance to jam it home, and it stays loose, but now kicks free to be taken back out to center.
Baptiste in perfect position there, right there. He's a real smart hockey player, and he was right where he needed to be. Nothing he could do right there. That goalie just made a great save on him, but that's good to see from all your line of getting opportunities here now.
Now the draw coming all the way back down. West Virginia unable to get their power play line back off of the ice now due to the icing. 1:18 to go in the second. West Virginia is still leading 2-1, 28-10 in favor of West Virginia on the shot counter.
Like I said, this last period, there's a minute left in the period. This is where momentum swings are huge. Either way.
Now that puck goes around the boards to be collected by West Virginia. Still more than enough time to generate some attack here. With it now is Eisel, and he tries to set it up for Vierenway. Vierenway unable to get to it, though. Eisel with a solid hit, and that one goes back into the zone where it's collected by Towson. The Tigers twist one along. This one intercepted by Vierenway, but he has it poke checked off from behind. He's taken out along the boards, and the Tigers take it back with 47 to go. A good hit there. No, not a good hit. A tripping. And that will lead to a stoppage with 41 to go.
Yeah, not sure if that's actually a tripping call there. I thought the Mountaineer player was going for the puck, but I could be wrong. The angles here is kind of difficult to see. But what's up on the scoreboard now is going to be a penalty against the Mountaineers, and it's a minute left. Like I said before, these are huge momentum swingers at the end of each period, beginning of each period. So if Towson would be able to capitalize, changes the momentum of the game. But if WVU can keep them off on their toes and not be able to capitalize, that's huge.
West Virginia going with Jukas, Beversdorf, Barrows, and Gukin on this kill. Now it's collected by Gukin, and he'll just pin it up along the boards and let this clock tick down. Finally, it's forced free, and Gukin will play it all the way out and down where it's collected by the Tigers.
Gukin did a beautiful job there, using his big body to protect the puck and get that icing down.
West Virginia on the forecheck, almost forcing a turnover there. And away go the Tigers. That shot patted aside and backhanded away. Towson looking to work one out in front. A wraparound shot there. And that one kicks free, almost finding its way home on the back door. And that will do it for period number 2. West Virginia escapes a very close call with under a second left there in the second period. And a carryover penalty time of 1:18 going into the third for Towson.
Yeah, definitely lucky there in the last play there. But hey, you know, puck luck was going either way. So right there, W got a little lucky there. The post was our friend. So now it's 2-1 game, and a minute left on the penalty kill. It's anyone's game at this point, but Mountaineers put themselves in a great spot to win this.
Definitely a period of close calls and goals. Towson with the most recent close call there at the end of the second. West Virginia caught iron 3 separate times in that period, and a pair of goals for the Twins, all happening in the second period. For Quinn Kuski alongside of Max Hedges, we will return for the start of period number 2 at the Morgantown Ice Arena on the West Virginia Hockey Network. And we're back for the start of period number 3. Quinn Kuski here alongside of Max Hedges. And Towson on the power play to start off the third, trailing by a goal. Towson cycling the offensive end, looking for space. That shot goes wide and rings around the boards to be picked back up at the blue line by the Tigers. Towson looking to send it down low, and that one flicked out and all the way down there by Avalone. And it kicks back free for Gukin, who sends it right back down and into the near corner. A good turnaround chance there for Beaversdorf, but patted aside. Now a turnover to the Tigers, and they bring it through center ice with 19 to go on the power play. Now the puck springs free. Battling for it there is Morris, and it's taken back by the Tigers, and they send it up to the blue line. Towson, a good defensive play there by Beaversdorf, and he's off on a breakaway. Short-handed opportunity, and he takes the shot, and it doesn't go.
I don't think anyone knew where that puck was after that shot, but great play by one of the Twins there.
Mountaineers back to even strength now. That pass out in front gets knocked aside and taken back there by Morris. Morris slaps it back into the zone, and it goes around the boards and will be collected by West Virginia. The Mountaineers looking to send it in there in the form of Viernway, and it kicks free to Chicatano, who sets it back up for Viernway. Viernway sends it cross ice, and now it's battled for and comes free for Judas. Judas trying to work it in down low, and he's unable to do so. He swings it around behind the net. Now it's picked up by Morris at the blue line, who takes a shot. That one kicks free in the slot to be picked up by West Virginia. Avalone trying to set up a teammate out in front. Now it's being jabbed at and covered up and held for a draw.
Great to see the Mountaineers come out here flying. That was a great penalty kill by them. They got the thing killed. They even got a couple scoring opportunities off that. But right now, it's still a close game. They got to keep going here.
Get the power play kill by the Mountaineers. They generated 2 shots out of it. Towson did not even get the shot.
Face-off taken by West Virginia, and they'll turn it over to Towson. And Towson gets it out of their end and through neutral ice, where it goes all the way down. Now picked up, and that will be a whistle. Interference call upcoming. West Virginia will go back shorthanded.
Power play opportunity for Townsend. This is an opportunity for them to get back in the game. So that means Mountaineers have to do a good job and keep icing the puck, keep them out on the outside, keep them making those low percentage shots on the perimeter. They did a good job last penalty kill. See if they can do it again. The Twins are back out there together. They did a great shot penalty kill. They've got a lot of scoring opportunities off these mishandled passes on Townsend. So hopefully we can see the same from that.
Power play underway, and Towson has the puck. They swing it over and work it down low. Now Towson looking to set up some offense here. The Beaversdorf Twins out together on this penalty kill along with Stokes and Hickey. That shot gets blocked off, and Beaversdorf off and running.
Go again.
And he brings it back in down low and just pins it up along the boards. Towson able to regain possession from their defensive end now. Now it worked down low by Towson. They send it around the boards and collect it back in the far corner. There it's intercepted by Beaversdorf, and off they go on the penalty kill. Beaversdorf ducks by one. He brings it into the zone. Tries to get by second. Does so, and almost touches it on the back door. A great singular effort there on the penalty kill. Now working it back in are the Tigers. Towson trying to slip by, well defended there by Barros, and Gukin coming over to help. Towson swings it around the boards. And now they work it up to the blue line. The Tigers trying to set something up with 32 to go on the power play. And a solid hit along the boards there by Gukin. Towson works it out, and that shot right into the chest of Longo. He'll hold and cover for a draw.
Longo doing a good job there, swallowing up that puck on that shot. You know, Mountaineers look good on that penalty kill. Again, the Twins making score opportunities where they can on this penalty kill. Being hard on the defense, being hard on their forwards, not letting them have a lot of time to think, a lot of time to make the right pass here. So, great job by the Mountaineers.
Face-off battled and taken now by West Virginia. Both teams trying to pull it away for possession along the near wall. Finally, it kicks up to the blue line and goes free. Viernway attempting to win a race for the puck. And now both players overskated. Viernway puts it out in front for Judas, who takes a shot and scores! Short-handed goal! Judas puts it home on the assist from Viernway.
Now that play there is all because of Baptiste's hard work right there. The Frenchman going hard on the defenseman there, not letting him look, not letting him have the time to think to make the right pass. Great play by Baptiste, and Judas getting the puck and putting it where he needs it. Great play all around.
You know, Max, you could really see this coming. It seemed like every time West Virginia went shorthanded, some great opportunity developed. Whether it was a breakaway, a 2-on-1, something always happened. And finally, they take advantage and get that shorthanded goal.
I think the Mountaineers are just now answering the bell. They had some pressure down there early in this game, and now the chances are coming. Now they're capitalizing it. Hard work is always going to win when you're outworking another team, and that's what they've been doing in the last couple minutes.
West Virginia swings it around the boards in their defensive end. Viernway attempting to play it out, and he works it free for Morris. Morris plays it along, and there it skips off the stick of Avalone, but gets out to center to be dumped back in by Towson and settled around behind by Longo. Now it's picked back up. Morris attempting to step by, and it's regathered there by Cosgrove. Cosgrove plays one ahead, and now it's backhanded along by Avalone to be picked up by Jukas. Jukas unable to win the race to the puck, but now battles for it on the forecheck, and it comes free to be taken by the Tigers. Towson plays that one off glass, and it works its way back free, and Jukas brings it into the zone. That puck deflects off the referee. Finally, Jukas able to find it, and it comes back for Towson, who swings it around the boards, and they collect in their defensive zone. Mountaineers still applying that aggressive forecheck as they try to pull possession away from those cross ice where it's collected by West Virginia, and it's rang around the boards. Towson with it now from defensive territory. That one blocked off at the blue line by Hickey. He takes a step by and passes out in front, and a solid hit in open ice by Towson, and they come away with possession. The Tigers take a shot there, that one into the glove, and a monster hit by Stokes following that shot. And West Virginia keeping up the very physical play.
And that's Jeff with a G right there, 56, laying on another big hit. He's stringing together a couple good games here. He's laying the body a lot, moving the puck pretty well. Great to see from him.
Murphy on the defensive zone draw for West Virginia. He's able to win it, and it kicks free for Barros. Barros swings it around, and there it's picked up and sent all the way out by West Virginia. Trying to win the race there is Hintmeyer, and he will do so, but it's taken back and eventually gathered by Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf plays it off boards and goes for Gukin and gets it right back. Now Beaversdorf lets a blast go, and that one right into the chest and held by the Tigers netminder.
Mountaineers look like they're now taking control of this game. They really found their footing. They're moving the puck well. They're calm. They're not panicking. It's good to see. 13 minutes left here. They got to keep rolling.
That puck going around the boards, collected by Towson. And Towson plays it ahead, and going after it and winning the race for it is Gukin. Gukin cycling the boards, and he plays it off wall where it's picked up now by Barros. Barros plays it ahead, trying to get to it there is Hintmeyer, and he just drops it back off for Gukin. Gukin playing a long pass there and almost connecting with Hintmeyer on what would have been a breakaway.
Gukin looking for
now
that
it goes around boards,
almost
again
had
to
it.
be
Just a
settled by
couple
Longo.
steps behind was the Mountaineer forward.
Collected by Towson once more. Glove comes flying up. Not sure where that came from. It appeared to be a glove of one of the Towson players. Gotten a little scrap there with Barros.
Mountaineer defenseman feeling the pressure there, but Gukin did a really good job. He got the puck out twice, making his way down the end zone, and a good save by Longo there. But Gukin again doing a really good job of breaking that puck out, feeling the pressure. It's just those neutral zone turnovers Mountaineers have to stop doing, else they're going to find themselves in trouble some more.
Longo there with the solid glove save. 12:05 to go in period number 3. West Virginia up by 20 on the shot board and 2 on the scoreboard. Longo clearing the snow out of his paint. and getting ready for the puck drop. It's down and Towson's won it. They turn it right over to West Virginia, who promptly gives it right back. Both teams coming together around behind. And now a pass out in front. That one off the pillars of Longo. And this time Longo is going to get down on top of it and hold for the draw.
We're going to see a push here from Towson right now. The Mountaineers just have the heat of the storm. They're up by 2 goals. That's okay. But, hey, there's a saying in hockey, 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. It makes you feel comfortable, but you're not comfortable because 2 goals, you can get them back pretty quick. So Mountaineers got to keep on their toes here, keep focused, play the simple game. Don't be fancy.
Face-off won by Towson, and Longo once again pops the glove down on it. About 1 second running off the clock there, and not really a dangerous opportunity for Towson.
No, that's fine right there. Those are low percentage chances, low percentage shots from the perimeter. If you're the Mountaineers, that's fine. They can take them all day. Longos are more than capable to stop those pucks.
West Virginia clears the zone, but this will be an icing. Towson touches up, and we'll have another draw in the Mountaineer defensive zone.
You know, it's a 2-game weekend. Sorry, and the boys are tired. Each team is tired. It's okay to ice it there. You play it simple, get the puck out. That's the most important thing when you're the winding minutes of a game. You're up by 2. Your main concern is protect that lead. It's fun to ice it. Just get it out. Do not turn over the puck.
Face off there, won by the Tigers. And now it's battled for and picked back up by Towson in their defensive zone. A few players coming together along the wall. Evans tried to come over and rip it free and now does so successfully. Evans has it. He plays it around the boards for Isel. Isel lays it off, and away goes Stokes. Stokes and another man collide along the wall, and Vermont comes in, and now it's picked back up by Isel. Isel trying to work his way in and has it kicked free to the corner where it comes back out. Few players colliding along the wall. This game seems to be speeding up in pace, and Stokes lays a hit on. And there it's collected once again by Towson. That shot comes in, and more physical play from West Virginia.
Right now, you're seeing Towson pinch hard, take their chances. They got 10 minutes left in the game. They're down by 2. They know they can score a couple goals here, and the Mountaineers know that too. They got to calm down here, stay focused, get the puck out, because you're going to see the Towson defenders start pinching it. If the Mountaineers aren't prepared for that, aren't ready, aren't willing to get the puck out and pay the price, they're going to get more scoring opportunities, and that's not what you want.
Maybe a bit of surprise there that there wasn't a call, and that Isel laid a clean hit right at the whistle, and the Towson forward that took the shot delivered a cross-check to Isel's back as he was skating off the ice, and I believe Coach Buckley there looking for an explanation.
Oh, definitely, but sometimes refs just miss those things, whether they want to call it or don't want to call it. You know, after a couple minutes, Coach can say his 2 cents, but after that, you just got to let it go. Ref's not going to change his mind.
Gukin dumping it into the zone, and he plays it around boards. And now the puck works its way free, where Barros will try to send it back in deep. Cosgrove coming along to help out the cause, and the puck eventually comes out to neutral ice to be taken by Gukin. Gukin passes it off, and Cosgrove works his way into the zone. He takes a shot, and that one goes wide. Gukin to it along the wall, and a few players come together, and Gukin gets possession. Gukin with it in the defensive zone. He passes off, and now it's lugged in by Cosgrove. Cosgrove tries to shoot for a deflection, that one not getting through, and it comes free to be collected by Barros. Barros lets one go through traffic, and that puck winds up around behind, and it comes off the boards where Barros lets another one go, and that one held for a face-off.
Good play on the Mountaineers here in that neutral zone. One thing they had noticed that they picked up on is that earlier in the game, their neutral zone breakouts and regroups were pretty messy right there. Beautiful passes by Burrows and Gukin moving between each other and moving up to their wingers, and the wingers getting in deep, getting shots on net. That's what you want to see with 10 minutes left and up by 2 goals. Converting on your passes, converting on your shots. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Face off here in the offensive zone. Been a big shot there from Beaversdorf. That one just blasts wide. Chicatano sends it back around, and it's collected now by Hintmeyer. Hintmeyer cycling the zone, looking for some help. He drops it off there for Morris, and Hintmeyer takes it back. Hintmeyer with a shot, and that one right into the chest and held by the Tiger netminder.
There's a line here with Murphy, one of the twins, and Hitmars. Interesting combination. You got a skill guy and 2 guys who like to hit the body, like the combination.
West Virginia looking to work it out in front. Hitmeyer with a chance, and he's unable to get a stick on the puck. And the Tigers bring it across center ice and now into the offensive zone. That one blocked aside. Towson trying to work it out in front. Longo jumps on top of it and holds on for the draw.
Very important face-off here right now. 9 minutes left. You know, the Townsend's getting their opportunities here. They're getting shots on net here. Granted, they are low percentage opportunities, but you know, all it takes is a bad bounce for the Mountaineers' way, and they're back in this game. So, big face-off.
Morris sends it around the boards. There it's picked up by Judas. Judas leaves it off, and now it gets worked ahead for Avalone. Avalone unable to get a stick on that pass, and it's picked back up by the Tigers once again. West Virginia's forecheck able to work it through. Avalone brings it in. He takes a shot, unable to get to his own rebound there with 9 to go in period number 3. Now the puck nearly collected there by Morris. Towson able to get to it. That shot free, and a good rebound control play there by Longo to play that one away.
Maybe Longo should be playing a little baseball there.
Now the puck up at the blue line. Way able to play it out of the zone. This will be an icing, and the race won by the Tigers.
Hey, that may be an icing, but that's a huge play by Baptiste. I'm sorry, I'm not French, and I'm not going to even try to butcher his last name here. But huge play by Baptiste. He made a couple good passes there. He won that face-off. You know, he's a real smart player and a good player. Great to see more of that from him.
And definitely a lot of pressure being put on West Virginia by the Towson Tigers there. Virenway able to clear it out of the zone and get it all the way down. Let West Virginia reset and readjust for this defensive possession.
Yeah, the guys look like they're out of breath, and they should be. You know, that's a hard-fought shift there, and they got to focus on getting the puck out.
Now it's played ahead, and Virenway has it. Virenway goes across for Avalone, and Avalone just has it hop over his stick, and it's taken back by the Tigers. West Virginia defenseman able to make a change there, and now Stokes in on the defensive play. That shot comes in. Longo pops the glove down on it, and now the West Virginia forwards can get off the ice.
That's Jeff with a G again, keeping that forward on the outside, letting him take that shot from the outside, on the outside circle even. That's a real low percentage shot there. The Mountaineers have good enough goalies to stop those things like it's nothing, like stopping in their sleep. So good play by the defenseman, Jeff with a G, Jeff Stokes. He's playing a hell of a game.
Defensive zone draw here for West Virginia. Face-off won by Evans, and he gets it over for Ventura, who leaves it off now for Eisel. Eisel brings it into the zone with speed, and he takes a shot, and that one held and covered by Towson.
Eisel, freshman, first-year kid, and you love to see that he's not afraid to take it to the net. He's not afraid to try to take one to the net and try to see what he can do here. He played a great game last night, and looks like he's doing the same today.
Offensive zone draw for West Virginia. Evans wins it back, and now it's taken by Hickey. Hickey swings it around the boards, and a few players come together, and Towson collects. Towson from their defensive end. That pass, nothing there but yellow jerseys, and West Virginia retains possession.
Eisel again, great back check, coming through the middle like he's coached to do, and picking up that puck. Turnover for the Mountaineers. Great job.
Now pass into the zone by Towson, but that one collected by Eisel. Eisel backhands one along, but turns it over, and now the Tigers can bring it into the zone. And a big hit by Eisel in open ice, right as Towson crossed the blue line. That puck knocked up in the air in the slot. A few players coming together, and now it's recollected by the Tigers. They send it down low, and getting to it first is Hickey. Hickey delivers a hit, and now picked up by Evans. Evans sends it around the boards, and the Tigers have it at center.
These are times I wish I was on the ice. These are times you want to play as a player. 7 minutes, close game. It's getting chippy. It's getting fun. It's exciting to watch right now.
Beaversdorf there with a shot for a breakaway, but puck just a bit too far ahead of him. He can't get to it, but he collects it now and works it over for Hintmeyer. Hintmeyer drops it back up to the blue line for Barrows, and Barrows has it poked off his stick, but there to the rescue is Gukin. Barrows unable to gain possession there for West Virginia. Towson dumps it in, and Gukin back on it. He's hit around behind the wall, and now players come together and go down on the ice.
like I said, pressure's coming
They
down for
still
Towson.
battle.
They're getting hungry. They're looking to make their chances here. 6 minutes here and there. They're grinding around there. They're grinding hard. Mallon's got to heat the storm.
Cosgrove able to come away with the puck there, and he works it ahead for Jukas. Jukas just trying to get it out of the zone. He does so successfully. Beaversdorf unable to win the race to that puck, and it goes down, but now Beaversdorf has it. He sets up Cosgrove for the shot. Jukas on the rebound. He scores! Dimitri Jukas off the rebound from Cosgrove, and Beaversdorf 4-1 West Virginia.
Just what the doctor ordered. Hey, but this is what it happened. You play hard. You get pucks in the net. You crash the net. Good things are happening. It's not a game you're going to get a pretty goal. It's not a game you're going to do a dangle and you're going to score a bar down. No, that's not a game. That's not the game this game is played out to be. This game where you get pucks on net, someone crashes, you're going to have the opportunity to score, and that's exactly what happened. Great communication. Great job by all three of those forwards who did that. Great job.
Jukas with goals in consecutive games now for West Virginia. 6 minutes to go in the third. West Virginia leads by 3 now, and they're up 41-19 on the shot counter.
Gives them a little more breathing room to work with 6 minutes left. Should be a comfortable lead they can take into the end of the game. But hey, anything can happen. It's hockey, so they got to be on their toes.
Towson with the puck off the draw. They send it down the boards, and there it's collected by Morris. Morris's pass intercepted, and the Tigers bring it in. That shot on Longo blocked aside. And now it goes back out to center to be recollected by the Tigers. Towson from their defensive end, they pass across. That one blocked aside by Morris, and now Longo comes out to play it and starts the attack. Now with it is Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf works his way free. A stick goes flying through the air, and it goes off of the boards to be taken by Morris. Morris loses possession of the puck, and now the Tigers bring it into the zone, but a good back check there by Morris to regain possession for West Virginia.
Great job by Morris. He made a little mistake there turning the puck, but you can right your mistakes in hockey, and he worked hard to get back and poke check that puck. Great job by him.
Now the puck going around behind to be collected by Towson. And that one shot in from the blue line where Towson recollects, and they have it around behind. Towson continuing to play it around boards, and now they bring it out to center ice, and they go cross ice. Solid hit by Hickey, and Stokes able to gain possession. Glove down there by Beaversdorf, and he brings it into the zone. Offsides is called, and a stoppage with 4:43 to go in the third. That puck swung around the boards. Towson able to gain possession, but West Virginia battles back for it. Few players collide together. It gets sent up to the blue line for a shot from Hickey. Almost surprised the Towson netminder, but back around it goes. Solid hit down there on Viernway, and now Avalone collects it. Viernway battles for it alongside of Avalone in the far corner. 2-2 on each side as they battle for possession of the puck. And a penalty upcoming there. Bit of a shot thrown from Avalone, and I believe he'll be heading to the box.
Yeah, you kind of saw his hand there swing there on the player. Ref is always going to call that 9 times out of 10 unless he's blind. So, Mountaineers up by 3. It should be okay, but you don't want to take penalties at this time, especially a penalty where you can just avoid and just not even do it.
Avalone guided over to the sin bin, and a power play upcoming for Towson. If you're West Virginia, you've already got one shorthanded goal. You've seemed to play some of your best offense, it seems, on the penalty kill. Maybe another chance upcoming here for the Mountaineers.
You know, that's a thought. That's definitely a thought on some of the players' minds, especially the guys who create those opportunities here. But the focus should be, hey, you're up by 3, play it safe, just ice the puck, play hard, keep it going here, and stay focused. Don't let the motions of the game get the best of you when you have a lead in hand.
We wind up having offsetting minor penalties, going to 4-on-4. I think it's another case where we saw earlier where 2 players get chippy after a penalty had already been called, and it leads to another one.
Yeah, that's fine by me. That should be the way that it's called. Glad to see the ref call it that way, not just take one of them.
Towson with possession. They play it cross ice. That banks off the boards and backhanded along, and Evans sends it all the way down for what will be an icing.
I think Evans thought it was going to be a penalty kill. He got the puck there, just immediately iced it down. He had some space. He's a fast kid. He could have taken it in, but that's where that game situation awareness happens. But again, it's early on in the season. Better make these mistakes early on than late in the season.
Evans in on the draw in the defensive zone. Face-off won by the Tigers. They play it cross ice, and that shot blocked aside. Good play there from Hickey. And now it's collected back by Stokes. Stokes looking to get out of his own end. He does that successfully and brings it ahead to center ice, where he'll dump it down and around and collect it. Referees blow play dead. They're having some words with the West Virginia bench.
Yeah, my guess is someone on the bench was chirping the ref. It's never a good penalty to take. There's no need for it. Refs sometimes get a little sensitive to things like that, so you just gotta be smart and just shut up.
West Virginia probably dropping down to a 4-on-3 here for the next minute 28, and then we'll go to 5-on-4 for the remaining.
All you're doing here is giving more opportunities for the other team to get back in the game. Now, Townsend's going to call a timeout where they're going to draw a dry play here. It's 4-on-3, like I said earlier. It's not a game situation you usually practice a lot. It's going to be uncomfortable for each team, really. It's going to be different for each team. What does that mean? Is who really knows? It's a little bit unknown. So, if you're the Mountaineers, you want to try to shut them down the best you can. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. You're up by 3 goals. That should be enough to get you in the game. But hey, if Townsend's going to plot one here, that kind of changes what happens here. It's 2 goals still, but they can get another one real quick, and then who knows? It's hockey. So all I can say is here, things are looking good on the Mountaineers, but not a good penalty to take, not the right time to take it. So let's hope for the best.
If you want to break it down to tie this game, Towson needs a goal every minute and 10 seconds. They've got a minute 28 here with 4-on-3 and 2 minutes of a power play, 32 seconds. That will wind up being 5-on-4. Towson called a timeout to kind of try and draw up a play here, figure out what they want to do. If you're on the bench right now for West Virginia, do you have any idea what Coach Buckley might be saying right now?
Don't let the pressure. Don't let them be able to think. Don't let them be able to take their time. Pressure them and make them make the mistake. They're tired. You're tired. Let's get down to the end of a 2-game weekend. 2 hard-fought games. 2 physical games. You're both beat up. What do you got to do? You got to play simple hockey. Get the puck, ice it down. They turn their back to you. You go. It's a tough situation to be in for both teams because it's a little bit unknown. 4-on-3 is a different type of power play. You don't really usually play. It's down to the wire. You're up by 3 of your Mountaineers. You should be comfortable, but you do not want to let this team even sniff of that they can get back in the game. If they get one here quick, that's changing the whole dynamic of what's going on. But we'll see what happens here. It should be exciting to watch. Mountaineers should be able to kill this off.
West Virginia going with Judas, Stokes, and Hickey for their defensive group here. Towson going with the empty net here to make it a 5-on-3. A lot of time left to have that goalie pulled. If you're West Virginia, you can be sending full-length shots down the ice. No icing while you're shorthanded. Towson cycling the zone with the 2-man advantage. Now a cross-ice pass and a shot. That one goes high.
We're going to see about Townsend. Look at their top 2 forwards on the forwards or defensive. They're going to slowly creep in.
Now that puck loose in the slot. Longo jumps down on top of it. He'll hold for the draw.
Townsend's going to look for getting more shots on the top of the circles. If you saw their 2 defensemen on point, they're slowly creeping in because Townsend's taking control of the puck, moving it around. The closer they creep in, the better chance that they're going to get a good quality shot and less time reaction from the goalie and your players, so you're able to block it. That was a good power play by them so far. They got a couple of opportunities, but Longo standing on his head for the boys once more.
Towson winning the face-off. They control now. There's a Towson player down and injured on the ice following that face-off. I didn't catch what happened, not trying to see what he's favoring right now as we have a stoppage in play and medical staff being brought onto the ice.
I think he caught a stick there on the face-off. Whether that was intentional or not, I don't know. I didn't really look. But Yeah, it looks like he caught something, and where you don't usually want to catch something.
Towson's player making his way, or not making his way off the ice. He's going to stay on here after going down. Still 39 seconds left of 4-on-3. Still a minute and 11 seconds left of the Towson power play.
Looks like they're taking one of the Twins off the ice here. I guess one of the referees caught him hitting the play. That's my guess here. I don't know why he's being taken off. I don't think he was even the one taking the face off, but you know, maybe in a couple weeks we can get some instant replay here. We can see what happened.
Some words being had between the referee and the scoring table. Could
Now it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Townsend, because I guess they took one of the Twins off for a penalty on that face-off. So 5-on-3, not what you want to do if you're the Mountaineers.
Nothing new on the scoreboard as of yet, and West Virginia Gookin rips that one up in the ceiling, and that puck never came back.
Hey, Gookin's got a heavy shot. That might be inputted someone in the stratosphere right now. I do not want to be standing in front of those shots.
That puck becomes a part of Morgantown Ice Rink forever, and we'll get a new one and redrop it. Gookin trying to rip that one around the boards, unable to do so. That one comes free to be taken by Beaversdorf. Beaversdorf twists back, and Gookin with it. Gookin flips one, looking to put it on frame, and it's going well wide.
Good job there by one of the Twins and Gookin there. Gookin holding on to the puck, killing more time. That's what you want to do. Give less time to the power play unit, handle the puck, and use that time to score goals.
Towson brings it in the zone. That shot goes up high, catches a banner, and that will be out of play for a draw.
Yeah, like what I see so far from this penalty kill. Block shot, the Mountaineers controlling the puck, getting an icing in. Good job by them so far.
Murphy in on the draw for West Virginia. Still 7 seconds remain in the 4-on-3, but with the empty net it is 5-on-3. Towson wins it back to the point. They feint the shot. Now they take a blast. And what a save by Longo! Coming over, give him the old how's she going, and saves it with the glove.
Yeah, that's what, if you're talented, that's what you want to have. You want to have a one-timer. 19 is one of the better players on the ice. That's the kid you want to have to take that shot. And Longo, quick with his glove, great save. Hey, that's why goalies make the big bucks in the league, right?
2:04 to go. 1 second remains in the 4-on-3. Two guys come out of the box. Now West Virginia has a 5-minute penalty ticking down off the board. So now a 3-man advantage for the Tigers. West Virginia clears it all the way down. It's in. Colin Gookin with the full-length goal. 5-1 lead from West Virginia.
Gookin with an absolute laser down to the other ice. The goalie had no chance for it. He had no idea what was out. Great shot by him. Goalie had no chance.
West Virginia puts one in, down 3 guys. It was a 6-on-3 for Towson. Gookin got enough time and space and shelves it home. 1:46 to go. West Virginia up by 4.
Hey, he needed that one. He had great opportunities last game. The puck just wasn't falling for him yesterday, but today he got one. Great job by him. He played great on that penalty kill. He was one of the main reasons why Townsend didn't have a lot of time or a lot of opportunities to do anything. So, well-deserved goal by him.
Towson cycling the offensive zone. They're just going to go ahead and leave the netminder in. West Virginia gets a man back. 5-on-4 now. 1:23 to go. 4-goal lead for West Virginia. And 5 unanswered goals for the Mountaineers as well. Towson circling the zone. They play it across with the D-to-D pass. That one blocked off. Puck wound up out in front, but a good poke check by Longo sends it into the corner. Towson looking to work it up to the blue line. That one intercepted by Vermont, and a 2-on-1 develops for West Virginia. Vermont brings it in. He passes it across, and that one blocked aside and taken back by the Tigers with 52 to go.
Smart thinking there by Chris Vermont. Get a shot on net. Betsy's almost there for the rebound, but Gore did a good job controlling that.
Towson passing ahead, and they bring it down the far wall with 37 to go. Morris trying to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. That shot goes high over the head of Longo. And now it's worked in by Vermont. Vermont bringing it ahead, ducks by one, and finally loses the puck in the defensive zone of the Tigers. Towson works it ahead. That pass across gets blocked aside with 16 to go in the game. Towson slipping by one, getting by a second. Now they try to bring it in on goal, and a pass across.